Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday afternoon. Welcome into this another edition of the Auburn Blitz. I am Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us today. It is Thanksgiving week. It is Iron Bowl week. There's a lot going on. I'm sure a lot of people are traveling. I'm sure a lot of people have family in, so it's a big week. A lot of fun, though, this week. Doing Iron Bowl memories this week, so we'll give some of our favorite Iron Bowl memories. Love to hear yours. Give us a call, 256-234-6221, if you have a favorite Iron Bowl, or if you have a least favorite Iron Bowl, the one you hated the most, the one that broke your heart. I can think of quite a few that fit that bill, but I do have some favorite ones as well. It is the anniversary today, on this day, 1997. The Iron Bowl took place. Auburn won that one 18-17. I was a student at Auburn University at that time. I did not go to the game. I was at home in my trailer with a house full of people watching that game. Disgusted beyond belief that we were going to let a 4-7 horrible Alabama team come in there and beat Auburn and cost us an opportunity to go to the SEC title game. Just livid about it. And then, of course, you had the Ed Sissom fumble on the ill-fated screen pass. Martavius Houston comes up, makes the hit. Quentin Reese recovers the fumble. And Auburn, gets out of there miraculously with a field goal from Jarrett Holmes. Tackled my girlfriend to the ground. Got in, loaded up a load full of people in my back of my truck, and off we went to Toomer's Corner. I thought about that. I thought about that for some reason. I was thinking about that the other day and thinking, if you would have told me in late November, in this day and age, hey, let's hop in the back of a truck and drive 2 or 3 miles over to Toomer's Corner. There's no way in the world you get me in the back of a truck in late November. When you're 21 years old, not even a thought. Absolutely, let's go. But yet, I think there were like 30,000 people at Toomer's Corner that night. Huge win. It was a lot of fun. That's one of my favorite memories. So that being on this day, it just kind of makes sense. Already a lot of comments coming through. Lane Kiffin, the next head football coach at Auburn University.
Pine Box 2.0.
Yeah,
West said.
a lot of chatter last night. Some people trying to put out, some reputable sources picking up and saying that, he's going to step down Friday after the Egg Bowl. He's going to be Auburn's next head coach. Deal's already in place. There's an awful lot of smoke there, David.
The only thing that gives me reason to believe that this is accurate is that this is the same guy that broke the John Cohen to Auburn story.
Is he a Mississippi guy?
He is a Starkville, Mississippi TV sports director at a television station. But he covers Ole Miss, Mississippi State high school. He's not just a Mississippi State Bulldog. But why last night? I mean, it's amazing that it's held up this long if this is what's going to happen. I even talked to somebody who knows people in Oxford. Everybody knows somebody. He said these people are close with the program and that he's already moved out of his house. I said, wait a minute. So who knows? We'll know this weekend, but you know, did you see Lane Kiffin's tweet where John Sokoloff is now
nice
moving
sources.
to?
No, I did not.
John Sokoloff is now moving to another TV station. The offer has not been made yet.
I did see what he tweeted out and said, yeah, I hadn't heard that one. Nice sources.
That's right, yeah.
So, you know, he's playing it too. So
Well, he's got the contract on his desk, Andy, from Ole Miss. Hadn't signed it.
that's the biggest telltale sign, I think. Now, I mean, you know, some people say, well, you know, some guys just wait till after the season and they do those things. But, I mean, look, Hugh Freeze signed it. Mark Stoops signed an extension. Dabo Swinney signed. I mean, all these guys signing extensions in the season. Gus Malzahn signed one before the SEC title game, which was I don't even go into that.
Yeah,
but
let's just skip
nonetheless, you know, look, it just seems like, and it seems like the leak. There's no leaks coming from Auburn. There's nothing coming from Auburn's point of view.
Nothing.
It's all the leaks seem to be coming from the Ole Miss, and that kind of leads me to believe that they're maybe trying to force Kiffin to maybe make a decision one way or the other, because you know that all these leaks coming out and saying this, that he's already headed. He could easily eliminate all that and just come out and say, yeah, I'm going to sign. I've already signed, or I'm going to sign an extension with Ole Miss. I'm happy here. I'm not going anywhere. Case closed. Move on to the next guy, right? For at least the media. But
he hadn't.
He has not done that.
And if he really is happy at Ole Miss, happy where they are, happy with the leadership, sign the contract. And Lane, you can end it. You can tweet, here's my signed contract. But interesting. Well, Andy, real quick, since you told I'm going to go way back.
Okay.
I don't even remember the year, but you'll remember the year. 17 to 16.
1972.
I was a, freshman in high school.
Oh, yeah.
We were listening to the game on a transistor radio in my front yard while we were playing football. We tore the yard up. And the crazy thing was, earlier this year, at one of my speaking engagements, I got to meet Bill Newton.
Really?
Who works for Southeastern Land Group, Dave Milton and those guys. And I was like a fanboy. It was unbelievable. We talked and got my picture made with him. And, of course, he said, I've got some David Langner stories, but we can't be in mixed company when I tell them. But that game, just the two block punts back to back, incredible. And the same guy blocked them, same guy returned them. I mean, how does that happen?
Yeah, that's one of those things that will probably you will never see again. But funny thing about that game, I mean, you know, it's 17-0 and you know, late in the game, and Auburn decides to kick a field goal to make it, you know, 17-3, and everybody looked at it and they was like, what is Suge doing? What I mean, what were you just trying to cover the spread here or something? Or I mean, that it's a meaning. Go for it on fourth down.
Yeah.
But he kicks the field goal, which put them in position. I mean, it was 16-0.
16,
I said 17.
16.
Which puts them in position to, you know, have that. Otherwise, it's 16-14, and those two block punts, you know, you're coming up short. You either have to go for two twice or whatever.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, it was just kind of one of those things. And it goes to show you get to points when you can get them.
Yeah.
And, you know, you never know what's going to happen. But, yeah, everybody, and I've got one at the house. You know, everybody had one of those little floppy, what are they, 40, little bitty record things, you know, but a little floppy disk thing that you could play on a record player.
Yeah.
That had and I listened to that call so many times. And I love, you know, Gusty, you're out going crazy in the booth, and I love him always saying it always rings in my ear. You know, Gardner Jett lining up one of the biggest extra points you'll ever want to see. You know, I wasn't alive when that game happened, but I wish, to be perfectly honest, I'm sure there might be video of the entire game somewhere, but I've never seen the whole game. I've seen the clips.
Yeah.
You know, but I would love to just sit down and watch the whole game.
Yeah.
If it was out there somewhere. But
yeah.
Anyway,
that would be awesome.
I'd love to hear what's your favorite Iron Bowl, what's your least favorite Iron Bowl. give us a call. Let us know what some of your memories. Maybe it's a memory that is kind of adjacent to the game. The game was going on and something else happened. We had one pretty good one time. Somebody called in and may or may not have gotten arrested, I think, due to an altercation at an Iron Bowl. Pretty memorable, though. Pretty memorable. So, Cadillac, again, it 45. Thank you. Yeah, those little floppy 45 records.
Yeah, those.
Yeah. But Cadillac, it's pretty amazing how he just continues to say the right thing. I mean, for a guy that has not been in this position ever, and to be this high profile of a place at Auburn, and he just comes. I mean, everything he says is just right on point, and it seems like he's. I mean, he is in his press conferences. They ask him, about this or that, and it's always look. It's about these seniors. It's not about me. It's always deflecting everything. I don't know. I've just been so impressed. I didn't think he was ready, but I'm not sure. He may be ready.
Andy, it's almost ministerial. It is. And when he said, "My seat don't define my service," write that one down.
Yeah.
In other words, the position that I'm in, I'm going to serve no matter what. It's unreal, exactly what you said, what the things he said, the way he's leading.
We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA Weekly Show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 Preview Show, and Reclassification Reveal Show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours, Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
Concrete Basement and Walls LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls LLC.
No monthly payments until springtime at Glenn Smith in Opelika. How about a brand new Chevrolet Buick or GMC with no payments till springtime? New Chevy Equinox as low as $359 a month. New Buick Enclaves up to $4,000 off. New GMC Terrains up to $5,000 off.
We have over 200 new and used vehicles on the lot or on the way at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Just getting started. About 45 more minutes left today in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama. For all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be, go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. We are taking Iron Bowl memories today, thinking about some in the past. Love to hear yours. 256-234-6221. Lane Kiffin, if he is the coach, the next head coach at Auburn University, what do you think about that? There's a lot of chatter about that. It's seemingly a lot of people and reputable sources talking about that. We will see what happens after the Egg Bowl. We will see what happens after the Iron Bowl on Saturday. But a lot of comments coming through. We'll try to get to a lot of those if we can. Patrick says, it's Lane. Did I say Lane Kiffin? Yeah, Lane Kiffin. Wes says Pine Box 2.0. Well, I don't think Lane ever said, I will never leave this place. So the only time I'm leaving Oxford is in a Pine Box. Patrick says 2022 Iron Bowl memory. Lane will be the head coach. That will be what we remember, I guess. 2023 Iron Bowl, Lane defeats Saban. Interesting. Hayes in the barn. Jamie says things about Lane. He's been a no more than 3 years and out everywhere he's been, and some not that long. So if he's the man, he better be all in. It's on the AD. That is true. There's some, like we say, there's some baggage there. He's been fired several times, Lane Kiffin. Randy says, I think it's Lane. Hope we're right on our decision here because it's going to be a big ticket price, and he's by no means the most stable leader in the world. He needs a good staff. He needs a strong AD to be there with him, and maybe we'll see what if indeed that is the case. John says, visit Kiffin's house via internet. Can't recall the software program name. I don't even know what that means.
Google Earth. You go on Google Earth and see Kiffin's house from
Is it got a for sale sign in the yard?
I don't know.
Randy says, any clue the years speculated? 4 years I could get. 7 to 10, just not feeling it, but I hope I'm wrong. Yeah, John, the 45 records. Jamie, that was Gary Sanders and Gusty Year Out, 1972. Not sure if the entire game is on, but it is on YouTube. Okay, 1972.
Andy, let me weigh in real quick on Kiffin before I forget this. He has moved around like the flu. He has. Unfortunate Tennessee, the USC thing. I think the Ole Miss to Auburn, if it happens, Obviously, they're not going to fire him. They're thrilled to death what the heck he's doing over there. I get that. That's scary. Now, the numbers that you and I have been talking about off the air a minute ago that we think it's going to be, if that's a 7, 8, 10-year contract, that scares me to death with the buyout.
4 or 5, I get behind.
That's right. I'm with Randy and you. 3, 4, 5 years. But if you don't think for a second that joker will arrive on campus in Auburn and have that dang roster flipped in no time, have a top-notch staff in that building. Lane, here's the keys to this brand new $92 million building, and take a top-notch staff in there, including Cadillac.
Yeah.
Then you're crazy. I mean, it's.
I think that's one of the biggest selling points, that you feel like he could turn the roster around quicker than anybody that you could hire.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that's my thoughts right now. I hope it's not. If it's going to be, I hope it's not announced before the Iron Bowl. Let's don't take this moment away from Cadillac and these guys. Let's don't have any distractions, because right now, the way Alabama has been, I mean, they're great, but they've not been the juggernaut that we've seen in past years. And the way our guys are going to go in there and fight, I think we might be in for a pretty darn good Iron Bowl Saturday. So let's hope that this thing holds off. I don't know what the guy was thinking leaking that last night, but if that's true. But those are just my thoughts.
Let's go to the phone line, David. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
How you doing, Andy? Coach, how y'all getting along today?
James, hey, how are you?
Good. I got an Iron Bowl memory for you, and I guess it's the most final and total thing that I've ever seen. I believe it was when Bo went over the top. I believe Richard Cheek was playing down there then. You can correct me on that, but I believe that's when he was down there. But anyway, when they won that game, Richard Cheek stopped over there on the side. Let's see. I guess it'd been the west side over there at Legion Field. But anyway, in the midst of all that stuff, the Richard Cheek did two things, and he did them about 40 times. He was right in front of the University of Alabama student body. He must have shot them 500 double birds. I mean, he let them have it out there. And I ran into him, and I met him one time over the place where you get rehab, all that stuff. I had bad knees anyway. And old Richard had an artificial shoulder and an artificial knee, and he was working on something else. And so I was waiting on this old boy that had hurt his knee. And I was sitting out there, and I said, "Are you Richard Cheek's wife?" And she said, "Yeah." And yeah, he's the one that shot the double bird at the Alabama student body that time. I said, he was slightly outnumbered. She said, he really didn't give a damn. I can't go anywhere without people asking me that. So that's always stuck with me, because that lady just looked at me like, you're another one, too. I didn't ask her. I thought I knew who he was, but that was up here in Clay. I'll guarantee you. He came up here and taught karate and stuff like that for a few years, and he had a son who played tight end. I think he went off up there to Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. But that hit me a while ago, because that took guts. There's 40,000 of them kids up there screaming and hollering. He showed them down with a double bird. I bet he fired off 50 of those things. His fingers probably, knuckles dried out, lubricating in the joints. But Lord, I can think of that. And 1,000 things David Langner did. I got to tell you this one real quick.
Go ahead.
We were playing Oregon State one year, and they had a big old tight end. And for that time, he was big. He was about 6'4" and about 230. And I don't know how it broke out, but they were fighting over there in front of Auburn's bench out there at Legion Field. And Langner came walking up and grabbed that big old tight end. And Langner was about 5'8", 165, 5'9", 165. He threw him down, and he went to work on him. And Coach Jordan finally snatched him off of him. Everybody was standing up there cheering on Langley. Boy, he wore that guy out. I don't know how many times he hit him, but I think Langley pushed that helmet off of him before he did, too. But he wasn't scared of, he wouldn't be scared of Beelzebub himself, the devil.
James, David Langner was one of the meanest son of a guns that ever put shoulder pads on.
Oh, he was. Let me tell you something. When he was at Woodlawn, ain't nobody messed with him.
No, after my cousin went to Woodlawn with him. My cousin ran track.
Really?
And he said, man, if I ever need anybody in my corner to back me up, I'm going to get Langner.
That's the way he was. I mean, he wasn't big, but he could go.
Yeah.
But anyway, hope y'all have a good day. And I got a hunch on something here. I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I think we're going to play Alabama off their feet. I didn't say we were going to beat them. I don't know that we will. Cadillac City said the same thing. I saw that last night. But, they're going to know they've been in a gun battle instead of the number 900 school in the state like they like to think they are. Where are they this year? No better than we are. So we'll play them, and we'll give them a good account of ourselves. I know that. So you guys have a great Thanksgiving. I love y'all's shows. And, I love talking to each one of y'all. Everybody's got a little different view on it, but I really enjoy y'all's work.
Appreciate it, James.
Happy Thanksgiving, brother.
Last Friday, I finally got that. I heard this voice, and I looked at this. There were two guys sitting there. We don't get it up here, but we got it last Friday. You were sitting there all duded up, and JJ was sitting there. I didn't even recognize him. I thought he was some genteel, some guy you'd flown in from New York you was sitting with over there. And I thought, good God, I didn't know what they did after all that damn stuff at Dune was over. I thought Andy went home, went to bed.
Yeah.
Crap, y'all was out. You getting ready to get out on the town. I caught you, too.
You're right.
Y'all were having a good time. That's all that matters.
You're right, Carl.
Okay. Y'all take care. War Eagle.
War Eagle. Got to go to break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done, day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 30 more minutes left in today's show. We're brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. Let's go back to the phone line, David. Hey, Bo, thanks for holding, brother.
Yes, sir. War Eagle.
War Eagle, how's it going today?
I love it when James gets on there. You need more of it.
Yeah, that's right. James he's as colorful as it gets.
And I was just getting thinking about it. Excuse me, a couple of Iron Bowl memories, and when that '72 game, when we blocked 3 kicks that day, because that's when Alabama ended up 16. Roger Mitchell blocked one of their extra points.
Right.
That's
yeah,
right.
Absolutely. That's another. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
And that was, I don't know. Of course, we went on the 9-game losing streak till Bo went over the top in '82. And that game over in '80s, I didn't make it the '72 game, but I made the one in '82, and we got out there as soon as that Bo went over the top. He ran over Tommy Wilcox to try to get to the end zone. Then he went over the top.
Did you go on the field?
A wild procession and what all happened. We ended up tearing. I had the hand on me and about 50 other people carrying the goalpost down in Legion Field.
Well, that was what I was going to say. Were you on the field? But if you had a piece of the goalpost, I guess.
I had a piece of it. I don't guess they broke the thing up, but son, we tore that thing down. I may have been the first and the last time one's ever been tore down over there. But anyway, Bear, of course, Bear was coaching for Alabama, and he had one more game. He went and played Illinois in up in where was that in Memphis on the Liberty Bowl and won. But we was the last one to beat him.
Yeah,
that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
I guess what
One other thing about David Lander, he was, we ended up working at a car dealership in Tuscaloosa of all places.
Sure did.
Yeah, he did.
But I don't know what. It was just, when we broke down that 9-year losing streak, it was a sight. It really was. I mean, Pat Divers helped us get there, and I'll let you go. I know you probably got callers waiting, and we got a good shot out on Saturday. I just feel good about it. It's just man on man. you whip the guy in front of you and get out there and play football. And I'll let y'all go, and I appreciate it a whole lot. War Eagle.
War Eagle, appreciate it,
Thank
Bo.
you, man.
Let's go back to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yeah, this is Gary. Calling favorite memories. I was at the 72 Iron Bowl, and that was, that was a great game, needless to say.
What was the feeling?
The other caller was right. There was a third blocked kick. It was that extra point, and that's how we won it 17-16.
Hey, Gary, what was the feeling like? I mean, Auburn had a really good team in 72, but the mood in going into or coming out of halftime, was there any kind of hope, or was it just like was everybody kind of coming to the realization this is just not going to happen today?
Well, this is back in the day when the seats were split half and half, and on the Auburn side, it was pretty dead. And when we say we had a great team, that was Terry Henley left, Terry Henley right, Terry Henley up the middle.
Yeah, right.
We didn't have much of a passing game with Walls, except for Thomas Gotham, the wide receiver. But other than that, we were just basically running the ball. But when we blocked the first punt, the place went nuts. Everybody was hugging everybody. We're in the game here. And I was telling the people around me that I had a dream the night before that we had won the game, but I couldn't remember anything about it except everybody running on the field. Well, then, when we blocked the second punt, it was kind of unbelievable because it was the same guy that blocked the punt, same guy that recovered it, that grabbed it and took off for the touchdown. It was like an instant replay.
Right. Almost same spot of the field.
When we went ahead, the Alabama people, they had a really good field goal kick, and they still had enough time to get down and get a field goal. Those people were leaving for the parking lot. None of them were sticking around to see if they could get a field goal at the end of the game to win.
Wasn't it Langer that made the interception at the end of the game too?
Now that I don't remember.
I think Auburn intercepted a pass late in the game to kind of seal it. And I want to say it was Langer, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe somebody can correct me on that.
Then Sunday morning, Bear and Shook both had a coaches show. And this was over Thanksgiving weekend, so I was with some friends in Birmingham because I'm originally from Ohio. And we were watching that game, or that show the next morning. And when it got time for the second half highlights, Bear said, all you Alabama people, you just need to go on in the kitchen and get yourself a beer. You Auburn people, you rock back and you watch these highlights for second half.
That's funny.
That's pretty good.
And when it comes to Lane Kiffin, if he is the guy, the most important hire, other than hiring Cadillac, and the one that everybody really needs to keep an eye on, is the defensive coordinator.
I would agree with that because his teams are not, I've said that before, his teams have not played defense pretty much everywhere he's been. But if he can, if he can hire the right guy, I think Auburn will play as good as anybody in this day and age.
And Cohen needs to tell him to leave his statistics book behind him.
Yeah.
Leave it in Ole Miss for those that follow him. I don't mind going for it on fourth down. I didn't see the game this past weekend, but how in the world do you get over 700 yards of offense and score 27 points? Yeah. How is that mathematically possible?
I wondered that myself. I was shocked when I saw the statistics of that game. It's bizarre. Gary, thank you so much for the call. We got to get to a break.
All right.
Thanks, Gary.
War Eagle. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
At CNT Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
76% of nurses say they went into the profession because they wanted to help patients. No matter the reason you decided to become a nurse, you have all the tools needed to advance your degree at Jacksonville State University. Our Master's in Nursing program is now offered fully online and can be completed in less than 2 years. You can customize a flexible course schedule so you can receive your advanced education degree all while working on the front line. JSU Nursing, your opportunity to advance your career and serve your community.
Country Clipper zero-turn mowers are designed for comfort, accessibility, and ease of use. Only Country Clipper offers your choice of steering options with industry-exclusive joystick steering or twin lever steering. Their patented stand-up deck, standard on every model, allows for quick access to the underside of the deck for routine maintenance. With a wide front step and optional handrail, getting on or off your mower has never been easier. Stop by Fun Carts of Opelika today for a test drive. Country Clipper mowers, designed for you. Fun Carts of Opelika, located at 618 Lee Road, 113 in Opelika, Alabama.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, Brubaker, Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. About 20 more minutes left in today's show. Thank you so much for all the phone calls. Thank you for all the comments. Iron Bowl memories. We'll be taking them for the rest of the week. We will be doing a show tomorrow. We'll take Thursday off, and I'm pretty sure me and Brett will be back on Friday to do a show pre-Iron Bowl as we do each and every year. So get your predictions in. What do you think for the score for the Iron Bowl? Get your Iron Bowl memory in. Love to hear those. Had some really, really good ones. A lot of people, I wish I had been there for that 72 game. I had a buddy that was there, and he said, he said, back in those days, of course, it was totally different. But he said, you won't believe this, but after that game, I went down on the field and put my arm around Shug. as he was just kind of walking off.
Yeah.
And I mean, but nobody thought anything about it at that time. You couldn't get anywhere near a coach today for sure. Yeah,
they'd be tackling you.
Wes says he's got a friend, another friend. Him and Ty's friends ought to get together.
Ty's got a comment down here too.
Wes said, I got a friend, a groomsman in my wedding. He is a part of the Ole Miss athletic department. Lane Kiffin will step down on Friday. Okay, that's coming from.
We'll hold you to that, Wes.
There you go. Wes he's been all about it. He is as sure as anybody about
Wes
that.
Can't wait for Lane to
He
leave
really wants him out of Mississippi. That's true. He's still got to play Auburn He's still got to play him every year.
That's right.
Ty says my favorite Iron Bowl memory, the 1983 tornado game, and forgot the year when we sacked Brody 12 times. That would be 2005. Ty, great game. Honk if you sack Brody. That game should have those. You mentioned games and it just evokes a memory. Auburn's up 21-0. They just come out and just jump all over Alabama. It's 21-0 in the first quarter. Auburn's got the ball back. They are driving, about to go up 28-0. And I think it kind of switches over into the early of the second quarter. But Preshay Rodriguez, we throw a little out to him, and he fumbles and gives and it just completely destroys our momentum. Alabama goes down and scores. The game was never really close. Auburn should have won that game like 45-7. I mean, they should have just run it up. But, of course, they can't do that. I mean, so Alabama gets back in the game. And I don't think we didn't really do – we scored one more time and ended up winning, I think, 28-18 maybe. But Alabama scored late and went for two and got it or something. But it always made me so mad. I mean, I know I shouldn't. A victory's a victory, but good grief. If we were ever going to just run them out of the stadium, that would have been it.
Been that day.
Only time in my lifetime Auburn has beaten Alabama by more than 10 points is 2017.
Yeah.
That was 12 points. Bill, or Wes says Mississippi State beat Bear Bryant in Jackson, Mississippi. Remember that? I mean, I know that game. I think it was 6-3, was it not, Wes? I think that's how it ended. John Bond was the quarterback at Mississippi State, and I want to say maybe Alabama fumbled around the goal line. Mississippi State had like a goal line stand, and then I want to say Mississippi State fumbled at about the 1 yard line, and the game ended, but it seemed like there was some chicanery there at the end with the ball. But anyway, they did end up winning the game. Bill says, yes, David Lehner did make the interception to end it. Thank you very much for the confirmation there. Mississippi State, there's that 1980 game, letting Georgia to win the national championship. Bear passed away 2 months later.
Will said yes on the 1 yard line.
Yeah, he didn't pass away 2 months later in 1981. He passed away in 1983, early in 1983, right? I think that's right. Ty says, I heard that Travis Williams might be coming back to Auburn as DC. Been talking to his friend again.
Yeah.
Well, would you be? I mean, how would you feel about Travis Williams as DC?
I could live with that.
Yeah.
I just, like I said, I think.
Is that a big enough name? I mean, what does it matter about a name? But I mean, we're in the realm of it's got to be a splash.
Well, here's the funny thing, Andy, that we hadn't talked about. That John Cohen came straight out of his mouth. He said it's all about fit with the next Auburn coach. Is Lane Kiffin a good fit for Auburn? There would be people that would say absolutely not. There would be other people that would say, heck yes, because of his offensive genius, the staff that he would bring in, and the flipping of the roster, all of those things. So I think I don't know if Lane Kiffin, how close he is to Williams. They even know one another well. I don't know. But all I know is that if Lane Kiffin's the guy there already better have been a conversation about Cornell Williams staying on in a major capacity after what he's done.
Randy says, I'd love Travis Williams as a DC.
Yeah, I think that'd be interesting.
I know he can coach linebackers. I know he. I mean, that was talk about phenomenal transformations. It was that with the linebacker situation at Auburn when Travis Williams came onto the scene and when he left the scene. Yeah. We got to take a break, but don't go anywhere. One final segment. The show is followed by. We'll be back with more right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our Best Rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Hey guys, this is Nate Paz with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
Welcome back, everyone, to the final segment of the Auburn Blitz on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you out there. Happy Iron Bowl week. Again, get your predictions in, get your Iron Bowl memories in. We'll be with you tomorrow and Friday for the Auburn Blitz, so tune us in if you spend your lunchtime with us, if you would. Auburn got a basketball game today, 5 o'clock. CBS Sports Network. Bradley, who is 3-1, Auburn going to have a size advantage here. Bradley doesn't have anybody over 6'9" on that plays any amount of time, but they got five guys that average double figures, and they got another guy that maybe got 6 guys that average double figures, and another guy that averages 9. So they really spread the ball around, and they average 7 threes a game. They're averaging 48% shooting percentage. So a pretty good offensive team. Let's try to pick up one.
Most of those guys are guards, Andy.
Yeah.
My money's on our defense on that perimeter.
That'd be nice. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, James. How about you?
All right. If it's Lane Kiffin, man, I am very disappointed. but I'll support him just like the Republican. No matter what Herschel Walker does, they're gonna support him no matter what. They say they supporting the Republican, not the person. So I'll support him. But to me, John Cohen and the assistant athletic director haven't done their due diligence, because you can't tell me this man been hired 3 or 4 weeks ago, and if he's gonna hire Lane Kiffin already, he ain't did nothing. He went through them 3 names and decided Lane was the best, because I'm quite sure if Lane gonna be hired, they've been in negotiating for the last 2 weeks. So that means when John Conan said that he was gonna do his due diligence, he been on the job 4 weeks. They've probably been negotiating 2 weeks. So when did he have time to do his due diligence? And like I said, man, Lane ain't got no enthusiasm. Lane ain't no fit for Auburn. The man don't even hardly style. I love his offense. If his offense, if he expand on it. But like I said, if he the name, and I'm with you guys, if that's the guy, and they give him 4 years at $10 million or $7 million, I'm with it. But don't come bring Lane here, and then you giving him a $10 million a 10-year contract. Because John Conan, you will be out of here when Lane leave here in a couple of years. And then, like I said, man, I'm disappointed. I thought the guy would go out and do a real search. I know you guys going to say, well, maybe they come back to him. They didn't come back to him. That's the name they've been hearing all the while. And they decided to take a crack at him and see if it worked. And if it's going to work, they go ahead and hire him. Because think about it. If John Connor was at Mississippi State and he fired Rick Leach, would you think Lane Kiffin will be on his list to go to Mississippi State? No. But now that the people in the media, the 3 people named been out there for 2 months, then we got a shot at Lane. Let's go get Lane. But anyway, I got to support him because he's an Auburn man, just like the Republicans support these no-name candidates, no matter what they stand for. They just go with them, and that's sad to say because I thought I had a little bit more integrity than that. But anyway, I'm disappointed, but, if that's the case, that's what it is. Thank you.
I appreciate it, James. Well, winning cures all else.
Well,
I mean, it don't matter. Look, I mean, we can hire somebody else, and somebody else would be disappointed. But if you come here and win football games, that's what it's all about.
Well, I love when James calls, but if James thinks that John Cohen hadn't had that phone to his ear constantly for the last 4 weeks doing his due diligence, I promise you, they have turned over every stone on a lot of candidates, and we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. Freeze might have said no. Dion might have said no. We don't know. So let's just see how it turns out.
Just for the record, Lane Kiffin's not the coach at Auburn quite yet.
He's not.
But that
may not be.
He may not be. But I mean, everybody seems to think that is, and if he is, James will be disappointed. But I bet James will be happy.
Is that a splash?
If we win 10 or 11 games in the next 2 or 3 years. So.
Is that a splash hire, Lane Kiffin?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, here's the thing. I mean, look, he is a guy that his offense is just he is a guy that can coach offense. He's a guy that can work the transfer portal. He's proven that. He's a guy who can recruit. He's proven that. Can he hire a defensive coordinator and play some defense? And that remains to be seen.
Yeah.
Is he a bad fit for Auburn? That remains to be seen.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate point. Yeah. That James has got an absolute – he may not be a good fit at Auburn because he is a squirrely cat.
Well, I said that in the last segment. There are people that don't think he is. There are other people that say he is.
Yeah.
And that was one of John Cohen's big selling points is it's got to be the right fit for Auburn.
Yep.
We'll see. You want my prediction? Because I'm off after today.
Lay it on me.
I'm going to say Alabama scores 4 times and we score 3. If they score 4 touchdowns and we score 2 touchdowns in the field goal, 28-17. I hate to say it.
I think that's fair. I'll wait and give mine a little bit
But it's
later.
going to be a dog fight.
Yeah. Got to take that's going to be the end of the show. We appreciate all of you out there being with us today. We'll be back on the air tomorrow, same time, same channel. For David, I'm Andy. So long for now. We'll talk to you soon.